It's been a season of detective work and deduction. A season of mistaken identities, espionage, imposters. A real who's who of Danganronpa Hunger Games that's ended with one of the most diverse finales we've ever seen. A cast and crew through your votes and your deductions have made this game unlike any other. But after months of who's who, we end with who's champion, who is the Danganronpa Hunger Games champion of champions. Maki, Kotoka, Teru, Nagito, Monty Mole, Mondo, Ruruka, Togami, Makoto, Monodam, Shuichi, World Pancake Champion Rantaro, Daisaku, Leon, the Danganronpa Hunger Games champion of champions, Munakata, Himiko, Majima, Mangle, Mr. L, Ashley, Mizuki, Robbins, Naomi, Kimishima, Kibo, Tails, Doll, Sylveon, Crafty Corn, Alexander, Tyranny, and Aloysius O'Hare. But who will walk out as champion? It has been a long time coming through all of your, I suppose your voting, your expert deductions, and maybe not so expert deductions. We've made it to this point. Who will walk out as champion? Will it even be a Danganronpa character? They have the slight advantage, thanks to, honestly, Makoto, and winning as a light bearer, but an advantage don't mean nothing. It's about who stands tall at the end of the Danganronpa Hunger Games. It is time for the season 18 to come to a close. It has been a season of mischief. We haven't had one imposter win this season, little Monty Mole up there, which is kind of crazy to me. We're not gonna waste any time though. We have all of these competitors in a massive finale, in a multi-universal finale. At this time, let's talk about it in District 1. We had Kakimaki, who started off this season as champion, retaining that championship with Kotoka. Teru with Nagito. And the only imposter to win this season, Monty Mole, in the episode that they debuted, actually. Mondo's here as well. Who held the title this season? Ruruka. And Togami. Makoto. And Monodam. Shuichi. And Rantaro and Daisaku. All of them in the same episode made it to the finale via Makoto being a light bearer. District 5 also sees Leon, who won a game on his own and won the championship on his own. I said Mondo won the championship. I meant that he won the tag team title this season. Moving back down, we have Munakata, the champion of champions. Then we have Himiko, who you voted in this season. And then we go to a little bit of a crazy cast, District 7. We have Majima and Mangle, voted in by you guys and put in by you guys through detective work, Mr. L and Ashley, Mizuki, Robbins, Naomi, and Kibo in District 9, both voted in as well. District 10 sees Tails Doll, who was expertly put in, and Sylveon, who was voted in. We do literal Pokemon. Okay, in fact, we have this whole, like, District 10 and District 11 is a whole lot of, experimentation, cursed dolls, Pokemon, monsters, and dog. District 11 has Crafty, Corn, and Alexander. And rounding off District 12, we have Tyranny and Aloysius O'Hare. That is one heck of a cast, to say the least. Are you ready? Because I think it's about time we get this thing on the road. Who do you got for first, second, third? I will make my picks as well. This is, today is, I gotta get my days right. 1 week and 1 day, 8 days before AWE OC Revolution. Okay, 10 actually. I'll play that music a little bit. Where's my playground? Wait, where is it? That's there, that's there. Okay. That's Rebellion, Inferno, Ticket to Paradise, 5 Before Christmas, Candy Cane Lane. Okay. Where? Oh, it's right here. I'm just blind. In 8 days' time, it will be OC Revolution 10. The 10th edition of OC Revolution, potentially the last one in 2K25 as well. I won't promise that, but we will see. That's a Sunday V decision. But I will say with certainty, it's going to be a great show. We have all of our champions, of course, in action. But keep in mind, we have our 2 OC World Champions in action this Sunday at Rebellion. It'll be a little bit of a run back from a gauntlet match. It will be Jay Warland versus the Woken One, 1-on-1 before OC Revolution. See how it goes. I'm excited, to say the least. Until then, get yourself ready, get yourself steady. It's gonna be a good time. And next Friday is actually the start to the countdown to the On the Beaten Path. We're almost a Ticket to Paradise. So we got a whole lot of stuff on this channel. You want to keep your eyes peeled. Also, speaking of Ticket to Paradise, those votes are open. They are in the comments. They are in the description. And they are in the pin. They might not be in the live chat, actually. I'm probably working right now. So, without further ado, we will continue with this. And I will ask you guys, who do you got? I'm going to pick as well. I think it will actually be a non-Danganronpa character to win. And I'm going to take Alexander. I think the best boy is going to get himself a big W here tonight. Put that belt on that dog. What the dog do, the dog win. That's what I'm saying here tonight. For second, I'm gonna take Shuichi. I'm gonna take Shuichi taking a big W. And for third, I think I'm gonna go for Ruruka gets the title back. She also won it this season. I think she's getting her title back. In fact, she was a pick that I enjoyed and didn't jinx. So I'm gonna pick old Ruruka. Miss Ruruka. I got her. And she got me. And I got to start this episode. So how are we gonna do it? Y'all know I gotta push that button. We gonna have to start it. What? We'll find out in just a moment as I push this button right here. Push that button. Push that button. Push it right. Push it real good. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, something actually came up. Oh, hey. Okay, neat. It's a Latios spin. Very cool. Very okay. Well, I guess we gotta figure out what number Latios, not Latios is. We're gonna take the last 2 digits. That feels like a gamble because that really could be in the 90s. No, I think Latios goes over the hump of the hundreds. Let's find out. Somebody knows in chat. Somebody literally knows what it is. It's not me. By Dex number, it couldn't be me. Latios, Dex, no. Didn't Ash kiss Latios or something? I don't know. Oh, it's 380. I made a mistake. I should have just said the first number. I would have known it was 3 or 4. Hey, we're just gonna go. Let's talk about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 80! For, I can't even call it the spiciest of RNG, but I'm sure, look, for many of these characters, it's their first championship match. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Not sponsored. I don't even have a MasterCard, actually. We will go on, and let's see how this thing starts. Remember, top 12 go to the premiere, and there's a good chance that the top 12 may contain some non-Danganronpa characters. We proceed, and it begins, and as the horn bearers start the horns, they do horn sound. Please, the horn sound them. Thank you, horn bearers. One day I'm gonna get my trombone. Or get a new trombone or something. I'm gonna play it. It's gonna be real fantastic. Anywho, that's not tonight. I do see 3 people perishing immediately. As Mr. L runs away from the cornucopia, Mondo leaves as well. Aloysius O'Hare sets fire to the cornucopia, incinerating Ashley, Himiko, and Kibo. 3 people that you voted for. Aloysius O'Hare. Tails picks up adrenaline and immediately pods it into his soul. Teru and Monty try to find a way to escape. Kotoko runs away from the cornucopia. Leon grabs as many weapons as possible in case a 1 was rolled today. It was 80. It is as far away from a 1 as we've ever been. We've rolled more, but it's pretty high. Nagito runs away. Rantaro gets a kitchen knife. Tyranny gets a vision of her dying brutally at the hands of Majima and Daisaku. As she sees them approaching, she uses this foresight to avoid dying. Sylveon runs away from the cornucopia. Maki comes there on a rare mount, making Togami and Ruka jealous. Naomi seals Mangle inside of an explosive barrel and rolls it over the Crafty Corn, then shoots it. Crafty Corn dies in the explosion, but Mangle somehow makes it out unscathed. Well, Mangle's already kind of mangled up. Shuichi gets his hands on a pair of scissors and commits genocide on Monodam, Munakata, and Alexander. Goodness gracious, that's a new champ alert. I need to set up these lights to go flashing red for a single button, because it is indeed a new champ. Hold on a minute, give me 1 second. Okay. Now let me reread real quick. Shuichi gets his hands on a pair of scissors and commits genocide on Monodam, Munakata, and Alexander. And do you know what that means? It is a new champ alert! Alright, great. I gotta refine that a little bit, but I like the flashing lights to go up top, you know what I mean? Okay, now we're back to normal. It's a new champ alert, baby. As Makoto snatches the bottle of alcohol on a rag, look at that, production value's going up. It's through the roof. We will continue as the match goes on. Hello, the match. This is when you should be going on. And don't tell me I took so long that I broke the simulator. Are we doomed for an eternity? Okay. It is now fixed. We will continue. Okay, well, that's fine. Alright, well, okay. Everything's okay. Look, too much production value, apparently. Kotoko sprains her ankle while running away from Daisaku. Teru tells Mondo he's not the clown, but the entire circus. Nagito drinks cactus juice and starts to hallucinate. Tails doll finds Shuichi's hat and puts it on right over that little pin. Or thumbtack or whatever it is. Thumbtack, so no. Makoto, Maki, and Naomi get chased by a rampaging world pancake champion. Ruka decides to lend Avi a hand and kills Komodo. Hey, you know what it is. That's why I picked her for 3rd. Mr. L dyes his hair gold. I wonder who that could be. Leon, Togami, and Majima have a scrum debate with Monty Mole, Sylveon, and Aloysius O'Hare over who a bigger threat is, Tokiko or Dottore. Mango throws some sand in the eyes of Shuichi, causing Shuichi to go temporarily blind for the rest of the game. And Tyranny joins the balloon protection squad, popping balloons. No, I guess protecting balloons. I would be like, give me those horns. Those are good balloon poppers right there. We will proceed. We have lost 7. It is a saddest of all moments. 4. Ashley, Himiko, Kibo, Crafty Corn, Monodam, Munakata, Alexander. What the dog do? He don't win, that's what he do. Anywho, we have, how many? I don't even remember how many we lost. We have 21 left. 9 plus 10. I'll keep it a buck with you. Most Danganronpa characters are still in. District 6 suffered very much, and so did Monodam. But you know what? That's fine, because we still have a long ways to go and a short time to get there. Who will walk out as champion? And who will walk out in the top 12 as well? That's also a big question here as we proceed to night 1. Naomi, Shuichi are standing there together. And then Naomi actually just berates Shuichi for not protecting her better. Ranto gets infected with the despair disease, starts insulting everyone who passes him by relentlessly. At long last, Makoto's finished his novel. How lucky. Avi, the ultimate jinx, comments on how Mangle is doing. Teru walks up to Mangle and stabs them. I think I did make a comment about Mangle. My bad. Kotoko, Tyranny, Mr. L, and Monty Mole all find a big red button. Kotoko presses it as the others watch in horror. You've doomed us all, they say, but Kotoko's been around the block a couple of times. She knows that she's just hitting the horn bearer music, and she knows they're about to sound the horns. Thank you, horn bearers. Very quickly, there you go. We must continue. As Mondo and Asaku get together on a balcony to watch the stars together. Cute. Tails doll has no more motivation. Majima says, I like those horns, but can I get something sadder and more dire? Right away, Mr. Majima. Maki dyes her hair orange, a ginger Maki, it might work out. Nagito does a quick prayer to Atua before going to sleep. Kotoko introduces Sylveon to her long-lost twin, Kotoka. It's a very pink party there. Togami takes power. 247 million perish. Fair enough. Aloysius steals Ruka's first kiss. Leon shouts from afar. Is that a JoJo reference? It may be. As we proceed again to day 2. Naomi is the best there is. Naomi is the best there was, and my goodness, I think Naomi may be the best there ever will be. Rantaro attempts to strangle Tails doll, but awkwardly massages his shoulders. Ruka gets her ultimate talents license revoked. Leon. Bebe. Shuichi eats cheese puffs. Kotoko, Nagito, and Mondo enter a scrum debate with Tyranny, Togami, and Maki argue over whether magenta shade of pink or purple. Now, if you think about it, Magenta from Blue's Clues wore a pair of purple glasses, but I really think she leans more pink. We'll see what the comments say. Daisaku and Majima enter a rebuttal showdown. Teru pile drives Mr. L into the rampaging flames of their campfire, sacrificing him to the fire gods. Mr. L takes an L. Aloysius gets a hold of Avi's soundboard and plays the bike theme, saying, I'd like to get biking, my friend, and biking you will do, Aloysius. Anything for you. As Makoto kills Monty Mold and revives the 900 minion, and Sylveon washes his hands in the river. Pause. Appendages. We lost just 2. And the bike theme is already over, and it is already a saddest of all moments. 4. Mangle. Mr. L. Once again, a bad day for your non-Danganronpa characters. They actually are just down to Majima, Naomi, Tails, Doll, Sylveon, Tyranny, and Aloysius. That's 6. But there are 19 remaining, so we'll see how that plays out. Champion is gone. We could still have the champion retain. We will see. But there is technically a world. Is there still a world? That is virtual and strange. There is a world where the next 6 that are gone are all of these 6, and we do not have any non-Danganronpa characters. Actually, I lied. Monty Mole's up here. There's still a world, I think. 7? Yeah, there's still a world where the next 7 that die are non-Danganronpa characters, and all Danganronpa characters go to the premiere. The odds of that happen, very low. We'll proceed and we'll see if that does happen, as Rantaro never wants to hear Megalovania ever again. Ruka buys every single version of Uno from Avi's wares and despairs. Makoto turned out to be a clone, and Monty Mole was the original Makoto all along? I believe it. Nagito battles Shuichi in an intense game of rock, paper, scissors. Nagito loses, has a sad feeling in his chest. Kotoko really loves pressing some buttons today. She's like, I'm gonna press this one, I'm gonna press that one, push her, push her, push her, push her, push her, push her real good. Boom, boom. Teru develops an irrational fear of Daisaku after having a nightmare about him. Naomi throws a party at her shelter and invites Aloysius O'Hare. Sylveon and Mondo, the party turns sour when they all argue over what songs should be blasting through the speakers. Tyranny submits an application to join the squad. You already joined the Balloon Protection Squad. Forget about that. Togami ambushes Maki and kills her, though we go way back. Majima threatens Leon with a good time. Tails doll takes power, 247 million perish. I believe it. I believe it. I do believe that. We go to day 3 as Nagito sprains his ankle while running away from tyranny. While running away from tyranny is kind of hilarious. Daisaku, Togami, and Kotoko hold an intervention for my pancake addiction. I had pancakes this morning, and they were delightful. In fact, I'm gonna show up and eat some pancakes and not pay attention to what they're saying. Delicious, fantastic, excellent. Rantaro challenges Teru and Ruka in a 2-win anything goes pancake eating competition. Pancake eating competition. Teru eats the most pancakes and obtains entry into the World Pancake Championship match, and I believe he's already in it. Well, let me see. Maybe not. Oddly enough, that is a new entry. Little Teru, I'll put him on this list. Huh? As we go on, Mondo, Naomi, and Monty Mole hold an intervention from my darts addiction. I have not bought a darts board. I do not. No. Leon finds Shuichi's hat and puts it on. Majima falls into a pit and dies. Rest in peace to Majima. And Tails doll gets smashed in the head with a crowbar by Sylveon. Does Sylveon just like grab the crowbar with the ribbons and just wail away at Tails doll? Does that work? Huh? I guess so. Poor Tails doll, and also poor other 3 competitors. We are down again. Now to 15, I believe, after this saddest of all moments. 4. Kakimaki. Makoto. Majima. Tails doll. And so we take another step forward. We'll see everybody's statuses. 80 resimulations were not good for your non-Danganronpas. They are down to the final 5 of them. 10 Danganronpa characters remain. I believe we are at 15, right? Yes, I can do math. Look at that. I can do math. Who would have thunk? We have Kotoko, Teru, Nagito, Monty Mole, Mondo, Ruruka, Togami, Shuichi, Rantaro, Daisaku, Leon, as well as Naomi, Sylveon, Tyranny, and Aloysius O'Hare. We'll see how it all plays out. Final 15. The next 3 that get gone do not go to the premiere. Who will they be? Who? We'll find out as we proceed. The next 3 gone include maybe these 2, maybe not, as Aloysius and Naomi. The rest of this event is not welcome in a school environment. Rantaro's ultimate move is fully charged. Nagito makes a banquet for Ruruka and Monty Mole. They both love the food. Throughout the entire night, Togami tells Daisaku a bunch of useless fun facts. Sylveon, stop being selfish. Teru starts a dance party. Leon, Mondo, and Tyranny join in. A good time was had by all. To build each other's trust, Shuichi and Kotoko decide to do trust falls. On the very first instant, Shuichi steps away and lets Kotoko fall to the ground. No trust has been built. And Naomi and Aloysius O'Hare are still alive. Kotoko uses a spell to suck the intelligence out of Tyranny, which fails because there's nothing to suck out. Mondo seals Ruruka holding a meeting with Daisaku, Togami, and Nagito. Interesting crowd as Leon takes Sylveon to Suplex City. Rantaro works at Yoko's Items of Misfortunes, which happens to be hiring. Naomi is horrified when Teru goes to a job interview for it. He should never be working in customer, anything to do with interacting with customers. Put him in the back. Shuichi receives a gift from a secret admirer. It's a sword. Monty Mole receives medical supplies from a mysterious man dressed as a wizard. And Aloysius reminisces about the year of the Ascent. Did we lose anybody? No. Well, alright, I guess everyone's just vibing, y'all. Never mind. Tyranny's no longer vibing as Nagito stands over her body that he just shot and says, I have nothing to do with this corpse. Ruka gets mad at Rantaro because Rantaro tells Shuichi to count how many sand particles there are in the desert. Why is there a desert in the arena? Find out next time. Maybe. On the Danganronpa Hunger Games. Mondo and Monty Mole enter Naomi's mind. It was a pleasant trip. Maki grabs Daisaku by the throat from the grave. Togami steals Kotoko's first kiss. Teru says, is that a JoJo reference? Yeah, probably. Aloysius gets a hold of AV soundboard and plays No, hold on. You can't do that, Aloysius. You can't. Aloysius, that's really not allowed. That's a dangerous. It's a dangerous song to be playing. But you know what? There's not much time left. So, Leon goes to Avi's wares and despairs and is caught stealing. Sylveon, a worker at the store, notices this and stabs Leon before he can get away. Hey, Sylveon. We don't go way back, but you know, you're a good employee. You might be the next one. Yeah, you win this game, you're the employee of the month. Huh? We'll see how you do. You see how you do, Sylveon. We proceed, and it is day 5 as Aloysius gets off to a rocky start with his new professor, Monty Mole. Daisaku spends the whole day walking around in shoes made of Legos. He's truly transcended beyond humanity. Naomi puts cat ears on Rantaro. He's actually kind of cute. Nagito sleeps the entire day away from everyone else. Togami impales a Mondo with a machete. Big yikes. Kotoko hands Teru and Shuichi invitation to her birthday party. They both tear up the invitation before her very eyes. So Kotoko tears them to shreds. Shuichi, maybe you should have built some trust because now you are in a pile of shredded person. Sylveon is so excited about his super weapon that will take over the arena that he wrote a song about it. Maybe it was this song. As Ruka hangs missiles in the arena, it's no longer December. This does not end well for Ruka. I thought we were tight with Ruka. You gotta get out of here. Ruka has perished, and that brings us now within our top 10. And remember, the 3 that were lost next are the ones who are not going to the river, so we will see Teru, Shuichi, and Maruka there, as well as everyone who's left in the game after we hit the saddest of all moments. 4. Tyranny. Leon. Mondo. Teru, Shuichi. Ruka. That is gonna bring us very tightly into our final few, and now it is pretty close to even. In fact, it is exactly even between Danganronpas and non-Danganronpas, I believe. No, I think they are 1 up because I see Daisaku, and I'm pretty sure we're at 9, correct? Yes, we are at 9. It's your final 9. 5 Danganronpa characters, 4 not-so-Danganronpa characters. And it's time to get this show on the road. It's time for you to make some new picks if you need them, and you might, so. Let's get to it. It's your saving grace picks from the top in District 1. We still have Kotoko. She tore up a couple of individuals. She's going to the premiere, but tonight she may be champion again. Will Kotoko come up with clutch victory? Nagito, the trap master. He duels it out with the master of the dark arts before him, but will Nagito, with his traps, be able to trap his way to victory? Monty Mole, the soul of the imposters, the one and only to win a game as an imposter, earn his way onto the winner's bracket. Can he win the game as well? Togami is here to show the world. He is, honestly, one of the most capable currently in this game to win a Hunger game. Will he be the one to do so tonight? Rantaro, he's got 1 championship. He wants to bring another one home to the Horn Bears. Will Rantaro walk out as a double champion here tonight? Daisaku has been an Agent of Chaos. He's been I think he's been a tag team champion before. Will he walk out champion of champions tonight? He may have been champion of champions at some point. Anywho, this comes down now to 3 competitors who I don't believe have ever competed as themselves in the Hunger Games, or ever. For 2 of them, Naomi and Sylveon were voted in by you guys via finding out imposters, and Aloysius was an imposter, but is now competing under his true identity. Those are your final 9. Make your picks first, second, third. I will make mine as well in the comments in the live chat, in the community tab, which apparently you guys have. You can post to the community tab now? I didn't know that was a thing. Go make some posts there. Maybe we'll have a video. At some point, we're going to have like a Reddit video, so go post to the Reddit too. We're going to have a Reddit video, and we'll probably pick from the YouTube community too, just because that's a thing that you guys can do. So I was like, hey, you know what, let's use it. Those are your final 9. My pick is Rantaro. I think he's going to win. Monty Mole for second, and for third, I'm going to take Sylveon because that's my employee. Those are my picks. You made yours. And there is one thing left to do. So I must ask you, are you ready? It is your final 9. Kotoko, Nagito, Monty Mole, Togami, Rantaro, Daisaku, Naomi, Sylveon, Aloysius. 9 competitors, 1 champion of champions title. They all got here through different means, but tonight they all fight the same, with the same heart, the same fate, the same determination as that of a samurai woman. Are you ready? Let's do a final 9. Who wins this thing as we proceed? It is Togami gets a hold of my soundboard and says, hey, run that back. Togami, I literally just did the thing, but I'll allow it. Nagito hesitates to kill Monty Mole. So Monty Mole blows himself up with a grenade. Sylveon tries to eat a turducken, but it's too much and he dies from stomach pains. Rantaro and Kotoko enter Naomi's mind. It was a pleasant trip. Daisaku watches a new mission for Rats runs by. He runs off before they get any ideas. And Aloysius gets a hold of Avi's soundboard and is killed for breaking the 4th wall. Just like that, Naomi is the only non-Danganronpa character to remain. And so many people have entered her mind. It is the feast, as the cornucopia is replenished with food, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute families. Naomi gets as much food as she can in a bag before fleeing. And Daisaku strangles Nagito with a rope. Rantaro destroys Togami's memoirs out of spite. And Kotoko bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Rest in peace. You had a doctor right there. We are down now to your final Naomi, Daisaku, Rantaro, and Togami. Your final 4. It could end as we click proceed. It does not. But we are getting a Danganronpa champion as Rantaro thinks everyone is the mastermind. Daisaku RKO's Togami out of nowhere off of a cliff. Surprisingly, Daisaku survives, and Naomi dives into a pile of plushies. The plushies prove too much, and Naomi drowns. We are down now to 2. Rantaro and Daisaku from 7 to 9. I'm sorry, from 9 to 7 to 2 to... Look, it's a terrible turnabout for Monty Mole, Sylveon, Aloysius, Nagito, Kotoko, Togami, Naomi. Okay, we're just down to 2. Both from, Makoto brought them both here, so you know what? In Makoto's heart, he wins. But only one can win, so who will it be? Rantaro or Daisaku? I lied. Both could win, or neither could win, giving the victory back to Munakata. Will that happen? We will see. Rantaro already holds on to the World Pancake Championship. Daisaku wants the gold. Both were brought here via Makoto, being a light bearer. Will they carry that light together, or will it extinguish as one of them puts the other out? Or as both of them put each other out and the light fades forever on this game. Rantaro, Daisaku. Both, neither. Let's see how this plays out. All imposters are gone. Daisaku and Rantaro remain, and the truth of this game sees. Oh, well, I'll be. They said we came in together via Makoto Naegi. And they said we can't fight each other here. They challenged me to a showdown to end the game on their own accord. They survive and they are declared the winners. It is both. Which means as we proceed from the same district too, you can thank Makoto as your winners. And new Danganronpa Hunger Games co-champions, Rantaro's double-fisted championships today, as Daisaku gets one for himself as well. The Horn Bears ride proudly, and Daisaku walks out as champion as well at the end of an imposter season. I can say with certainty that Makoto's hope filled the heart of these two men. They did not let the light die, like I had prefaced. And so, the will of the light bearer carries on as Rantaro and Daisaku are your new Danganronpa Hunger Games co-champions of champions. And that brings the season to a close. That being said, Rantaro is probably also defending the World Pancake Championship like in a week. So good for him. That's all she wrote. Congratulations once again as we proceed to our co-champions, Rantaro and Daisaku. Naomi was right behind them in third, Togami in fourth, Kotoko fifth, Nagito sixth, Aloysius O'Hare in seventh, Sylveon eighth, Monty Mole in ninth, and rounding off your top 10 is Veruca, but your top 12 are important as Shuichi and Teruteru are both in there. Makoto, the light bearer, was in 18th, but his boys, who he brought to this game, did come up clutch. In fact, did everyone that Makoto brought? Monodam did not. I was gonna say, most of the people that Makoto bought at least made it to the finale. Most of the people that he brought, and Monodam did not. He got 24th. Unfortunate. But all the way down to Ashley, Rantaro and Daisaku come up clutch. Alexander, I was rooting for you. I would love a good boy to get the victory. Sylveon, and then I was rooting for you, and I'd be like, you know what, you're a good boy too. I was kind of rooting for Monty Mole too. Monty Mole was a good boy. Aloysius is decidedly not. That is our game. We will proceed once again. Aloysius set fire to the cornucopia, and he set fire to the cornucopia to start this thing, and it all ended with Rantaro and Daisaku saying, "We can't let Makoto down. Let's believe in hope," and hope got them the victory tonight. We proceed. I think that's a nice little storyline for them. They got their hope from Makoto. Lightbearer did the job. We proceed one more time. Aloysius 4 KOs, Shuichi with 3, Daisaku 2, Kotoko 2, Sylveon 2, Teruteru 2, Togami 2, Nagito 1, Naomi with 1, and I want to point out, Rantaro is a pacifist victor. Not often do we see that still, but he did get a pacifist victory here tonight. We go back to the statistics one more time. District 5, they were that district. They had 2 co-champions, and we go back to the reaping to see them. Rantaro, Daisaku, new co-champions of champions. Congratulations. And that is our game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This was an imposter season. The imposters did not do too well in this game, but some of them do have a chance at the premiere. I'll see you for that premiere after we get through preseason. This has been season 18 of the Danganronpa Hunger Games. That brings this to a close. Until next time, I'm taking off. This weekend is nothing. Next weekend is OC Revolution and a Friday. On the Beaten Path to Ticket to Paradise, so keep your eyes peeled for all of that. A lot of exciting stuff coming up. Toodaloo Flight Crew, thank you for watching.